in this chamber. So I want to use my time to, first of all, thank you, Mr. President, for your leadership of the Senate, to thank the Pro Tem for managing our egos, Madam Pro Tem. For a woman to manage 29 other people, 27 men, and 2 other women, ego, I have to commend you, Senator. Thank you for your leadership. To all of my colleagues, I have enjoyed working with you over the last 2 years. You know, we all come here with our old life experiences. You come in a new environment, and then you realize that you knew very little. The legislature is a whole different body. So the past 2 years has been extremely a learning experience for me, and I want to thank all of you, those that I've worked with on joint committees. They've given me assignments, and we've worked together. Thank you, and I encourage you to keep pushing us. You know, when we talk about issues in this chamber and outside of this chamber, it is in the interest of our country. It's not personal. We want to push each other in here, as well as our friends who are managing key executive branch institutions, so we all can win. So thank you. I wish I could say the same thing about the county meet, like Senator Kuga, but Senator Moi cheated me. One county cheated me, my own county. Yes. And also, we would like to say here, on behalf of the Western Caucus, Mr. Vice President, your support the last time for seed money for our development agenda was really appreciated. And we hope that you will help us work with finance to disperse it. For my senior senator, Senator Kane, we are hopeful that the road from Brewerville to Popolu will be sourced. We're hearing good news, and we look to the chairman of the Public Works Committee, Pro Tem Emeritus, to be the champion for that. You know, because we were left out of the Padvifort arrangement. We'll continue to push you to get that road for us. But Mr. President, today I want to also thank the Secretary and the staff for supporting us, and to talk about this important issue that all of us have been discussing in our country that has to do with the bread and butter issue. I want to talk to us about the struggle of the market women, the petty traders, the motorcyclists, the black makers, the tailors, the mechanics, and the thousands of Liberians who wake up every morning hustling for survival in an economy that depends on them, but yet too often fails to protect them. Please, I don't want you to consider this a political speech, even though we're in a political house. But I want to call our attention to something that we have ignored. We are, you know, even when I was Minister of Finance, we were pushing things to make us look like the rich countries. We want a rich country economy. But unfortunately, that's not what we have here. We have an economy that has a big informal sector that involves all these people that I'm mentioning. That is why I want us to pay attention to it, because that's what we have. Just imagine this huge informal sector. We just met with the IMF today. Whenever they make projection with the Ministry of Finance, it is the formal sector projection they do for us. A huge part of the economy is left out because it's informal, and it involves these people that I have just mentioned. And these hardworking Liberians make up nearly 68% of our total labor force. We talk about employment. The government is not creating jobs. Those of us who want to exploit that politically, we press that. But the reality is, we have about 68% of our population in this big informal sector that are working for themselves, but the government is not counting them, and also factoring them in support so they can be stronger to, increase our economic output. They operate largely without any protection, without structure, and without access to economic space that our laws already guarantee them. Colleagues, the truth is simple and uncomfortable. Liberians, the president spoke yesterday at some events, and I read the speech on the Executive Mansion website, and he talked about Liberians taking control of their economy. Every president says that. But the truth is, Liberians are losing control of the very sectors that the Liberalization Act explicitly reserves for them. Petty trading, used clothing, small retail businesses, transportation, auto repair. The president opened a Liberian-owned garage just 2 days ago, Uptown Motors. This is encouraging. We should get more of that. And then bakeries. Yeah, they upgraded it. So these are everyday businesses that feed families and sustain communities, bread and butter. Those are the people that are responsible for the bread and butter issue we are discussing, and some people try to exploit politically. In many parts of our country, foreign nationals now dominate the spaces that we just talked about. We have Chinese more here now. When our Liberian traders go to China and buy goods and come here, the same Chinese companies they're buying these goods from open stores here and compete with them here in Liberia. Enforcement is fragmented. Market governance is weak. Harassment is common. And our people are being pushed out of their own economy. This must change, colleagues. So today I'm going to be calling on all of you for us to join forces to develop a new legislative framework. Hopefully we can entitle the Informal Economic Development and Protection Act in this sitting of the legislature. This framework will modernize, strengthen, and operationalize the rights that Liberians already have under existing laws. It will recognize the informal economy as a legitimate sector of national importance. It will enforce the 26 business activities that are reserved exclusively for Liberians under the Liberalization Act. It will establish a unified registration and citizenship verification to allow the government to support them. It will
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on location where you're joining us from this time. We'd like to say welcome to the Heat Tower program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Tower, we say dialogue in our confrontation, we say words in our bullet. Today is the 16th day of January, AD 2025, and we want to say welcome to the Heat Tower program here on BKS TV. On tonight's edition of the show, we'll be hosting former Representative Kennedy of Electoral District number 9 in Nima County, Mr. Odysseus Dekba will be, is it Odysseus Dekba? Yeah, Odysseus Dekba will be our guest here tonight on the show. And of course, our focus point of discussion tonight will be around District number 9. Now, what he thinks about District 9, what have been his engagement with the people since the election, and of course, we'll be asking him too, what are his intention for the district comes 2029? All of those questions will be asked here tonight on the show. We ask you to stay glued, keep listening. Let's try to recognize some of you that are following us this evening before we bring on our guest. Melvin Walkman is watching us from Kansas City. Melvin, welcome. Rana Zoka is also watching us from Sanicole. Rana, welcome. Siawete Zoga Tour is also there. I hope you'll be joining me very shortly. Asa Abbott is also watching us from Tampa. Again, we want to say welcome to all of you. Tonight will be a very, very fascinating show as we host one of Nima County funniest songs and also an intellectual, a audacious Depa. He joined us here tonight on the show as we discuss a couple of issues ranging from District Number 9, Nima County, to Nima County in general, to Liberia in general. We'll be asking him all of those questions here tonight on the show. Fumba Toure is also watching us this evening. Fumba, welcome to the show. How you doing, my brother? It's 10 minutes past 9 o'clock. In the next 2 to 3 minutes, we'll be bringing our guests on. So we want to recognize all of you who are following us this time. Tell us where you're watching us from. Emmanuel Cannon Walker, the first, is also watching us from Bounce City, Nima County. Emmanuel, welcome. Mr. Pinkpa is also watching us this evening from College View Community, Sanicole. Welcome to the show, Father. Of course, we still got 2 minutes to go here on this segment before we bring on our guest. It's going to be a fascinating show here tonight. A really, really great one here tonight with former representative candidate of Electoral District 9, Nima County, Audacious Dekba, will be joining us here very shortly as we discuss politics, development, health, agriculture, and everything you think of. We're going to be discussing them here tonight on the show. Again, we ask you to share the show with people, invite people to listen with you, share it in all of the groups that you are in. Tell us where you're watching us from as we kickstart the conversation here very shortly with our guest. Adolphus B. Boyne is watching us from Monrovia, Liberia. Adolphus, welcome. Emma Manto is also watching us from Ganta City, Nima County. Emma, welcome to the show too as well. Let's bring you this update very quickly before we go to our guest. He's already in the back. The House Joint Committee convened public hearing on a Asilamenta Liberia Tear Amendment. The House of Representatives Joint Committee on Investment and Concession, Mines, Energy, Natural Resources and Environment, and Judiciary has cited the Interministerial Concession Committee to appear at a public hearing on the proposed Amendment Number 3 to the Mineral Development Agreement between the Government of Liberia, Asilamenta Holdings Limited, and Asilamenta USA Liberia Holding LCC, with participation of Asilamenta Liberia Limited. The Interministerial Committee on Concession consists of the Ministry of Justice, the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, the Ministry of Labor, and the National Investment Commission. The public hearing is scheduled for Monday, January 19, 2026 at 11 o'clock a.m. in the first floor conference room, House Wing, Capitol Building, Monrovia. This is from Phoebe Family. We will bring you more update on this story as we continue with the program here tonight. Marilyn Dowey is watching us this evening. Marilyn, say, I'm following along with my madam in LRB, my Peking Junior. Marilyn, welcome to the show. How you doing? Let's bring on our guest. With no time to waste. We've gone 13 minutes in the show. Honorable Audacious Depa. Good evening and welcome to BKS TV. How you doing, Chief?
Fine, thank you. Good evening. I'm doing very well.
It's great having you on the show here this evening. Compliment of the season. Happy New Year.
Many happy returns. Thank you for the invite.
That's great. I mean, the rest of the folks will be joining us here very shortly. But let's get to the conversation. How you doing? How was the New Year with you? How did you celebrate the New Year?
Well, I just want to be grateful to the Creator. That was so amazing. Most often I do not celebrate New Year because right after New Year, the next day is my birthday.
Oh, okay.
So I always celebrate in the 2nd of January. So children can also celebrate the New Year. So the celebration of the New Year was very unique. It was fine. My family will, celebrated very well. How was your too?
Mine was wonderful. Mine was great as well. So let's get to the conversation. I know some people don't know you. Some of us we know you, but other people that are listening to us via radio or their first time seeing you, they don't know you. So let's get to you introducing yourself, your name, where you hail from, a bit of your educational background, your professional background. Let's start a conversation from there.
So Square, my name is Gongben Odysseus Dekba. I come from Zia number 2, the Do Administrative District, Tapeta, Statutory District, Lower Nimba in Liberia. I started my primary education at the St. Francis High School in Tapeta. Graduated from the Nathan E. Gibson Memorial Academy in Dupont Road, Morris Street. Went to the AME Zion University in Monrovia. I graduated with BFC in political science. Let's say a BA in political science, Bachelor of Art degree in political science. I'm a son of the late Mohandas Yahweh Dekba, the longest serving DEO of the Republic of Liberia from the Ministry of Education. As per my profession, I'm a teacher by profession and decided to leave teaching and join politics.
That's great. That's really, really wonderful. Now, I get a little bit confused there. Please bear with me. You say you're from Tapeta Administrative District. Is it the District 6 or the District 9?
I'm from Tapeta Statutory District.
Okay.
Do Administrative District. There, number 2 specific.
Okay, that's in District 9. Or
Very
District
well.
6. Okay, that's
that
good.
That is district number 9.
Okay, great. Now let's start a conversation from District 9. You know, a lot of young people from that, and recently we have folks on the show here that had some little disappointment in Honorable Taiwan Way about the way he has been handling the district since he took over and all of that. Give us your position of District 9 as a former representative candidate of that district. When it comes to development, health, everything, just give us a position on that.
Thank you ever so much. When we were campaigning, we have our own, campaign process. We have our own manifesto. We have our own working tools that we started working with. And if we were victor at the time, we've gone like 60-70% with our manifesto that we had in the election. All of us went to the election, and the big brother in the Honorable Taiwan Way was successful with a lot of campaign promises to our people, telling our people what he will do when he's victorious in time to come. But again, I have my own problem when it comes to, like you said, everything in the district. I have my own problem when it comes to road connectivities in district number 9. District number 9 is actually divided into 5 segments. 5 administrative districts. You have the Yahweh Mesnon, which comprises of the Mesnon Bell, the Zena Bell, and the Blinon. The same district number 9 is, when you get to B, you have the B and Doro portion of the district number 9. They speak the B and the Basso. The Yahweh Mesnon, which is the Blinon, the Zena, and the Mesnon, they speak the Mano. If you come to the Do Administrative District, which is portion of the administrative district adding onto district number 9 from the Do Bell, they there and they speak Gyo. If you went to the region for now, you will see that the first thing that is giving our people health is the road connectivities. There is no road in district number 9. There is no connection of roads in district number 9. It will interest you if you were in district number 9 right now to take a lead from Zoto, from Baitigan, from Ziongain to go to Zia. When we were small those days, I can remember the last time, 1992, we had truck on our road. And that's a very good road that you could not find water. But as we speak, as per our promises to our people, those roads There is no road there. The place is lack, is black. It's very difficult for our parents to bring their goods on the main road to be taken to the market. We lay our campaign promises and told the people that when we are victor in time to come, we will be able to get the road done. But now we expected the road to be done in 80%. Health. When you talk about health, you also need a road. If you check the entire district number 9, you have clinics that I can name up to 5, 6 to 10. You have the clinic in Gray. Gray is on the main road. It's improving. You have the clinic in Zule. Zule is on the main road. There are challenges when it comes to drugs issue, but they are there improving. When you go to Zwaarton, there's a clinic in Zwaarton. The road is there. The road was built by USAID program, and Zwaarton is also benefiting a little bit. If you went to ZR number 1, there is no road, and the clinic in ZR number 1 is difficult to access because of road. ZR number 1 is not benefiting from the national government, from the national kit. I want to strongly believe that there is no push for the people of ZR, by either of our lawmaker or any of the central government. So you see that ZR old time, because of road issues, ZR is not benefiting. Now, Mena got a road. We also want to say thank you to Honorable Tinkman and the Vice President, because of recent, there was a road connection hitting from that belt all the way to Zikepa. So you will see that the clinic in Zikepa will be accessed by road, car will be going there, and the rest of it. If you went to Glanstown of recent, it is the JFD boss, the CEO of the JFD, that decided to help with various clinics of recent with drugs. So it's actually a challenge. It's a challenge in district number 9 when it comes to the health, the road, even the education sector. They are challenged there.
What is the current relationship between you and the Representative Taungbe?
The representative and I have a very good relationship. I am not a kind of person who believes in critics. I believe in action. I believe in working, and I also believe in oversight. I've given my own point. I've given my own, little portion. What I think I can do, what I think I can help the lawmaker with to be able to improve our region. I kept doing it. I'm doing my best, and I believe if we all can work together, putting hands together, our district will be better.
Great. Now, in your opinion, is the representative working with the local authorities of the district, like the traditional leaders, youth leaders, when it comes to selecting developments within the district, or he does it as per his own understanding?
Well, from my circle, having been invited by the lawmaker to be able to go into any other problem or process within the region, neither of my team member. I think one thing that is lacking in this whole thing could be the reconciliatory process of our district.
Okay, tell us about the reconciliation.
Come again?
Tell us about the reconciliation. Have you guys had any other reconciliation program in the district since the election?
No. As a leader, when you win election, if you were, opportune to have won election, the burden lies on your shoulder to reconcile the guys that you went into election with, to reconcile their supporters, to reconcile the district. I strongly want to believe that our lawmaker needs to reconcile people. There should be a reconciliatory process that will be able to bring everybody in the district to the same table to be able to discuss the developing agenda of our region. When that is done, everybody will be able to come out and explain what they think and give you the broad picture, the ideas of moving the district forward. But if that is not done, everybody will hold on to what they have because they see themselves not a part of the driven, process, not a part of the movable object, and as such, they will hold on to their idea. So I want to use this opportunity to send an SOS call to the lawmaker that this is the time that people get reconciled. To brighten the leadership of District Number 9, there is a need to reconcile the people. Instead of having the supporter of the government auditions Dekpa Belt, who did not win election, having the supporter of Honorable Tinkman, who did not win the election, having the supporter of the late Honorable Gweglo, who is no longer here, who settled for Gweglo, that the boss is no longer here. People still considering themselves as Honorable Tawangwe supporters. People stay in District Number 9, see themselves as going to election today. Supporters of various candidates always see themselves as people who are going to election today. And I think it is not necessary by now. Election is gone. The only thing we need to do now is how we can come together to be able to develop our region. And how can we go about developing our region? The very first thing you need to do as a leader of the region is to reconcile the people. In the action of reconciliation, you wouldn't have the kind of development that you want to have.
Transparency is one of the key aspects of leadership in every democratic sector. How will you rate your representative transparency and accountability issues within a district?
Like I said to you, reconciliation is the very first thing. Deeply, I'm not into the governing or the activities of Honorable Tawangwe. I am not involved with that. So it will be difficult for me to be able to do that. The very first thing I told you is the Honorable have not been able to reconcile us as people. So it's difficult for us to be able to come in. Like I told you, if you ask other people from the circle of the Honorable, they may be telling you that there is no challenge in the health sector in District Number 9. There's no challenge in the road connectivities. But I have just told you, if you went to District Number 9 right now, it's very challenging. Like I just show you an example. From Zule to a little town called Blonda, it's challenging to go there right now. Even with motorbike, to access that road, it's not easy. So you have from Blonda to go to Nuropie. That's another challenging area there. And all over in District Number 9, if you went to the B and Doru Bell, road connectivity problem. So if I'm not into the circle, it will be a very difficult thing for me to be able to talk about transparency. If I'm not invited, for example, if you're making a holistic report to the district and I'm not invited to come and sit and listen to a report, how do I rate you? It's difficult for me to rate you because I'm not a part. But for the little one that I see for myself, I think there should be, holistically, we should be able to go together as people to be able to develop our district, not us sitting down and to rely on one person. This is the reason for which we kept doing the SOS call so that we can be able to respect each other and be able to build our district when it comes to the infrastructure and the road connectivities.
Thank you. Let's welcome to the show Siawete Zoge Tour and Mana Lorena Donke, respectively. Now, this will lead me to my next question before we go to the other panelists. What leadership gap, if there is any, have you seen in the current representative of your district?
I think I have told you. Like I kept stressing on reconciliation, you as a journalist or the host will definitely know number one gap. Reconciliation. Mm-hmm. The way forward to sources and sustainable development is reconciliation. If you wouldn't reconcile your people, it's difficult for you to succeed because you still look at me as an opposition. And I told you, people coming from the both circles see us as people who stay going to election. And this is no time for election. For now, what we should be doing as people of District Number 9 is to start helping to see how we can develop our district. Reconciliation should be one of the major gaps that I see in this leadership.
So aside from reconciliation, do you see any other leadership gap that the current representative has? Because I believe that reconciliation is something that you guys can talk about. You guys can go on a round table to have some sort of reconciliation. But aside from reconciliation, do you see any other leadership gap?
I see few. One could be blocking of supporters of other people. Creators are there to strengthen you as a leader. Creators are there to make you to get reminded of what you're supposed to do or you needed to do, but apparently along the way, you forget about it. If somebody comes out to remind you or to tell you you promised to do this and you're not doing it, that is a constructive criticism. And I feel that that person should be a person to work with. Instead, my understanding, the honorable lawmaker will block that person. I see as a gap in leadership.
Thank you. Welcome to the show, Madam Lorena. Don't care. Let's go over to you. You can ask 3 questions on the first round. After that, we go to Siawite because we have few, so we got to increase the question for our guest.
Good evening, Mr. Dekwa. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Good evening and many happy returns.
Thanks. Good evening to Siawite. Siawite, wearing sweater in the house? Wearing jacket? Yeah. And good evening to Junior. Good evening to our listeners and our viewers. And we'll say, as always, welcome to the show. So, Mr. Dekwa, are you telling us that since the election in October of 2023, Representative Tah has not called you, maybe on the phone or maybe they come to meet you, as brothers of the same district and who contested in the election? Are you telling us he hasn't done that?
No. I can remember October 11, 2023. I placed a call to the big brother. I call him big brother. I don't call him representative. I placed a call to the big brother and told him, congratulations. There is a need that we work together, because in my own backyard, I did all of my calculation and I knew by that time, my own official result, he has won the election. So I called him very early in the morning and I told him, congratulations, big brother. We need to work together for the benefit of our people. From there, when the big brother was doing, when he was coming to the district to tell his supporter thank you, there was no invite. I did not receive an invitation, but I drove to Gray to tell the people of District Number 9 thank you for electing him as our leader. Recently, COS Morris letting him to know that there is a need that I meet the big brother, because I see some other things and I will need us to discuss that. And that invitation was given, and I sat with him and I shared my own view with him, as a junior brother and somebody who contested in the district and stay, having the mindset to make the people of District Number 9 to be better.
Okay, so thank you. So I think
to answer your question, I have played that role. I have been the one playing that role.
Okay, so thank you so much. So often I say that reconciliation is a two-way street. So but the person who wins is the person who is always expected to be the first to reach out. But if the person out and then you who are defeated or who are not elected at the time and you are not waiting to work with that person, it's a complete different thing. But the person who won is not waiting to reach out I mean, it makes it even worse. But I want to say your kind of politics is weird for the fact that you even, stay and be respectful to him, because other people will be calling the mental one way. Other people have appeared on the show who contesting of election with the person who want to call them just for that name. They don't even want to accept all the reality that the person is alone, because I want to say thank you, remain who you are, and that you even say you call you a big brother. I mean, I think that is good. And I think it was not just your time, because even on our one way, you said, you contested before, right? This is the second
Sure.
election that he won. Yeah, so there
Yeah.
are a lot of people, even the present caucus chair on Nima, you contested more than 4 times before you could win the election in 2023. Even on a young boy, before he won, he also lost election before he finally won. There are just few people who go in election and on the first trial, they get elected. So I want to say with your mindset, for development, for reconciliation, because a reconciled community is easily developed, because people can suggest to each other, they can unite and work. But a divided community, nothing happens there. Somebody appeared on the show the last time and said there's a Palawa hall that was built by, I think, the honorable, but that Palawa is not being used because people from your side, from your camp, they say they will not go there, and people from yes camp say your people, all kinds of things. So I think we are in the 3rd year since the election, and we're still having this kind of issue. I think the representative need to work on that. And the issue of critics, I'm one of those, he had blocked me 3 times. This one, the person who on now, the president cutting speech you on is the 10th time. Once you criticize representative one way, he will block you. But he's one person who will take a whole pamphlet like maybe like Bangura or Ambassador Yole and write a whole note about somebody just to criticize that person. But as soon as that is done to him, he blacks. So I mean, his skin is so thin that he should only be in corporate world, not in politics. That I say that's true. And I think you are a truthful person. The fact that you were asking about the issue of transparency with him, and you say you can't say that because you're not involved in your activity. Other people will make a story just to pin the person black. But every other thing you say about the law, because I can prove it, because he has done it to me. The issue of having T-skin, the issue of the role I have for finding District 9, EB. So I know the issue of the role in District 9. So everything you said is true, but I want you, for the sake of the people, you say, well, 2 elephant fight, it is the grass and suffer. For the sake of the people, keep reaching out to him and keep doing what you can do for your people in your private, from your private corner, your private perspective. That's what I would like to say. So for this aspect, I don't have a question. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly.
Do you have any statement to that before we go to the next panelist?
Well, I just want to appreciate her. That is the right thing. I just and trust me, I will be who I am in the entire politicking. I studied my politics from East Africa, where my brother Siawete is, and I just decided to be a socialist. I believe in reaching out.
East Africa again. That June say East Africa. Siawete gone different place.
Okay, sorry, my June brother. So I believe in being a socialist. I'm a socialist. I believe in reaching out to our people. I believe in even walking on the ground to reach out to our people. I believe in saying hello to them, and I trust working with my people. That is a reason for which I didn't leave to go anywhere. So I actually want to say thank you, says Lorena. We try our way, and we just hope on God so that we can be able to do the best for our people.
Thank you so much. Siawete, over to you now, Chief.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. It's a pleasure to be on a platform with Sion Brother Odisha tonight. And I know him to be one of the very good people from Tapeta District. When they say Tapeta District, people just feel that only Tapeta region there, but the Tapeta Statutory District is a very big district. Before, even it used to be Yahweh Mesno, before the the demarcation was done. Yahweh Mesno also part of Tapeta Statutory District.
Yeah,
So,
way back. Yeah.
yeah, so for me, I listened to it. I don't know whether the question I'm about to ask someone asked the question, but I just wanted to know, since the election, what being your engagement with the district? The reason I'm asking this question is that most time after election, we see people, they are not actively in the district anymore or to where they contested. They will resurface during election period. And what are those engagement and since the election in the district?
Okay, so for the very first time in our history in the district number 9 belt, for somebody to lose election and go back to say your thank you. So last year, April, the 12th of April, my team, the entire team, Dekma, we met and we decided to appreciate the people of district number 9, more especially the Dole belt. We did it by session. April of last year, we purchased a cow with rice and drinks, and we took it to the district to tell our people thank you for voting for us. Though we did not win the election, but we make our position clear and we told them thank you for voting for us. It is their vote that got us to where we are today. So we told them thank you, and we planned a program. July would have been the Yahweh Mesno time, but when I came to Monrovia, I have some family issue. So up to now, I haven't gone to Yahweh Mesno. But the cow we purchased for Yahweh Mesno is still there. We still have the cow, and we will be going there by the grace of God to tell the people thank you, no matter what the situation is. We'll still go there to tell them thank you. And now, even as we speak, we've been able to purchase a saw, the old 70, to start doing engagement, community engagement, connecting all Oakley bridges around the Zaya belt. Because if you went to Zaya, let me carry you a little bit back. If you went to Zaya, Zaya is my biological home. Zaya is where I come from. But I was almost like net to net with Biborota in Zaya region because of the campaign message that he took to our people. I'm going to build a road. And the entire Tapeta Statutory District, the bread basket is the Zaya community. Zaya 1, Zaya 2, Bele 2, and Zaya Road. That is the bread basket for even Lower Nima. So when you tell the Zaya people that you're going to attend, you even make an attempt on their road, even their own child, it will be difficult for that child. So the campaign message taken to our people got our people so excited. And I was almost like net to net. If you balance the result in gray, where people attack come from, and took that result to my home, you will get to know that my home did extremely well for Biborota. Now, my people still suffer the bad road condition. There is no way today that car can go to there easily. And the people are crying. Some of them are regretting seriously why they have their son into the election and they were able to go this route. But that is not the issue. The issue is we voted, we have a lawmaker. The only thing we can do for now is to be able to embarrass him in all situations, to be able to meet up with his promises to our people. So the fact that those work are not yet, or they are not yet going on, we as Team Dekma have decided to do some initiatives on the various roads. So like I said, we purchased a saw, we're finding gas, we're raising some money to be able to get gas, to move to the district, to see. Effectively, by the grace of God, in March, we will be going from town to tell the people, thank you. That one is now about calling everybody together. So from March upward, we'll be doing some, projects and the rest of it. But we've been with our people, we call to the district, we made our own impact. We sometimes look for money. The team also look for money and deposit to JFD account and be able to get, people that are sick that they will not have the money. We're able to send in there so that they can go, and get treatment. Those are things we continue to do after we lost the election.
Thank you, people. Looking at your tone, actually, from your appearance, it clearly shows that your pattern of politics is quite different, and that's leadership. I must admit that, because most time when people go to election, people, like you're saying, I think you and myself, we had the same pattern of looking at politics. It's just the way we have religion. I'm a Christian from the inland church, and people believe that they are Muslim. They go to the mosque, and others believe that they are Catholic. Once you have those beliefs, and religious tolerance and all the kind of behavior, sometimes your way of doing things, people look at you as sometimes opposition, even in your own camp. And some of us, we don't draw back with this kind of thing because you don't make enemy for things that you don't have control over. That's the reality.
Sure.
But on the overall, the reason I ask you the question is that being an opposition in an election does not also, and you after your opponent wins, you have your supporter, and you also have supporters, citizens that depend on you for leadership. The reason I ask the question is there have been a lot of activities in district now of recent that I don't know whether you are aware that the lawmaker, I don't know whether you done that investigation, but we heard on social media and a lot of platforms that the honorable did some donation like 40,000 and it generated to, I think, 900,000 or $1 million plus. I don't know what's the engagement. Another thing to that is that what being your constructive engagement? Because during the election, I'm very sure there were projects, there were things that he said. Probably he's doing some, he's not doing some. What being your engagement? Though it could not be with him directly, but what being your engagement? Maybe with the media, with the people at district now, and all of that. John, how many questions are we asking? Sorry.
You have 3 questions to ask.
Oh,
After
okay.
this, you have the last question.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, for the media, no. Easily, I don't take issue to the media. But personally, I've engaged him. I've talked to the big brother, letting him to know what is necessary for our people. When you promise the people, and every time the people see you promising them and you're not delivering, it becomes difficult. You need to make the electors or your supporters to build that trust in you. When you lost the trust of your electors, it becomes difficult for you to succeed, even at the early stage. So every man that will have the leadership ability will fight to maintain their support base because they wouldn't love to lose the taste of their supporter, just like that. We have had our own engagement that we will pick up telephone and say, look, big brother, there's a need that we do this. There is a need that we do this. There is a need that we do this. I've even reached out personally about the school in Gray, because there have been numerous calls to me and I have talked about the school in Gray. So I think I'm doing my best, and I'm also using this media tonight to reach out to him so that he can be able to tighten his belt more if he's been sleeping, so that he can be able to wake up. Because sometimes, when you don't have somebody to test you, it will be difficult. So if there are donations in our district, congratulations, we must say thank God for that. And because to the people will want you to fulfill those promises you made to them when you were going to election. Not to have that promise and just blindfold the people to succeed, and at the end of the day, to rally around and be able to go to them at the end of your tenure. That's what we call blindfolding. That's fooling our people. So if that happens, we will say thank God for that, because I want to believe that our parents really, really, really want to see roads. What is actually lacking right now in district number 9 is road connectivities. And when those roads are connected, you will see our people jubilating. They will not even want to call a lawmaker, because they will have access to the main road, and they will be able to bring their plantain, their coconut, their peanut, their cassava, their rubber, the unprocessed rubber. They will be able to bring it to the market for Firestone or whosoever company to be able to purchase from them, so that they can be able to send the other little one to school.
Thank you. Thank you. The reason I asked the question is very simple. You know, when you are into election, like you said, at the end of the day, you just the winner. Once you have a candidate that emerges victorious, the person becomes your leader. But the role you play as an opposition is also critical. That's why in every serious society, you see that opposition will lay out, because sometimes your campaign message is what people hold you back. And I know that's what you are doing now. The reason you see many of our leaders are struggling, some of these things that are not a rule, they will go to the people and tell them, we will pay you road, we'll pay you hospital, we'll do this one. But when you start to put them on the telescope, now it becomes problem. Because right now, when you start to critique all of his campaign message, now it becomes problem. My last question for this segment is that I know you all were contesting for the interest of district number 9. And the message that I put forth to your people, it was on that basis that Honorable Wangbe was elected. What difference, or have you seen part of your campaign message that Honorable Ta is implementing that it don't require you to criticize him at this point?
Well, before I go to your question, I want to touch where you came from before hitting the question. And I actually want to applaud you for that. You know, the House of Representatives has 3 cardinal functions. Our parents in district number 9, let me limit it to district number 9. Our parents in district number 9 do not know the function of the lawmaker. Now, because they don't know the function of a lawmaker, you stood and knocked your chest. I will build you roads, I will build you iron bridges, I will make farm, I will bring agriculture, I will bring companies. I got money. Almost everybody in district number 9, to be frank and sincere with you, saw Big Brother Ta as a demigod. They saw him as a Jesus Christ coming from heaven. District number 9 specifically, though, they not see Big Brother Ta as human being like you and I. They saw him as a brand new person coming from the plastic like Jesus Christ. And then because of that, the messages giving our people resonated very well with the people. Now, it is becoming difficult to see the implementation, the factors, because in my own mind, he saw the legislature like a corporate society. And once you see the place like a corporate society, the very first time you went there, the second time you will get disappointed. So if you monitor him on this show, this identical show, my very first time to monitor the Big Brother, he said people told him he was specific with 2 persons' name. He called one Maxing, let's say Waxing, that there will be a resettlement benefit in the House of Parliament if you use any money. They will be repay you around 40, 45, 50,000. That was outside of the legislature, which I had not entered. But when he enters the place, he got disappointed because the message or the information to him was different from the reality in the House of Parliament, coming from the corporate background. Now, to answer your question, there has been no implementation of my campaign messages given to our people. I haven't seen such. It is actually difficult right now because I haven't seen in fact, let me just limit to 5% of the campaign messages being implemented by the Big Brother. This is why I said I want to use this public forum. I want to use your platform to reach out to him, like I've been doing on the telephone, so that he can see reason and follow his promises to our people. There are a lot of things in District Number 9. There were a lot of promises and things are not working the right way. So I feel that when we get to him with this constructive criticism, I think he will be able to work along with us so that we can be able to build one District Number 9. So to answer your question, I haven't seen such. There have been nothing like that. I'm still waiting and hoping to see if we will get to that side.
Thank you so much, DK. Welcome to the show. You just joining us, but I think we can give you the opportunity to ask the guests your question before we start the second round.
Yeah, so Jim, I just want to welcome the guests because I'm just joining, so I don't want to ask repeated question. So we can go to the throughout there. At least I will have a fair appreciation of the discussions and have my input to make. But I think I have District 9. I hold District 9 so dear to my heart. District 9 and District 5. District 5 is the first district for me, and District 9 I keep saying.
Gaziero.
District 9, you know, I have shown I want for people to make Zaya, to face that Zaya road all the way to Zaya number 2. So I leave on my bear then going home, they will have access to go see their grandparents and the rest. So that's it. But in order to do that, let me just ask, honorable incoming, do you have intention to contest 2029?
Very well.
Okay, thank you. So my next question to you now will be, if you have the intention to contest in 2029, did you contest in 2023 or in previous elections?
Yes, 2023.
Okay, so then you brought me to my good question now. What was those issues that led to your defeat? That made you were not successful, that you are welcome, that you think in 2029 you will be successful to win Star Huawei and any other candidates in the pending 2029 elections?
So most likely I wouldn't love to discuss the strategies that will lead me to win the election in 2029, but I will tell you just a little of what got us defeated in the first election. So I was just on the platform before you could enter. I was letting the people to know that District Number 9, specifically the doorbell, sees Big Brother Tar as a demigod. They saw him that identical time because of the campaign messages he brought. They saw him like Jesus Christ. They saw him like a Messiah. They did not see him like Gongben or Odysseus Dekpa. They did not see him like, you know, a son of Do that is coming to be like the same Big Brother Tar. So because they did not see him like that, the campaign messages he brought to the people resonated well with the people. Brother-in-law to be or brother-in-law, if you don't know anything about me, I came to you and told you I'm a millionaire, the old lady in there will believe that. So you could see that when the people that gets ready to come to campaign, the Kisambi renting car in Monrovia, 5, 6, 7 of the Land Cruiser will be behind the big brother, the hitting. So the countryman, Mama said, say the man get money. And once the people enter and tell the people, say, I get money, they say, yeah, the people get money. So you see, everybody will start to follow. Our people could not listen to us at the time because they saw the people as a Jesus coming to rescue them from where they are or where they were. So right now, 80% of them have seen. They have seen the lapses along the way, and I believe that they are working on. So those are things that did not come from our own circle, that did not come from us, but that came from the electorate, their beliefs that got all defeated into the process. But I can tell you, every message or messages that somebody needed to give, like I went into that election like a socialist. I walked to a village. I went to farms. I went to GB shop. I went to Kinju shop. I went to the elderly people. I went to the young people, letting them to know that the young people needs to expand their horizon. I did that. Letting them to know that the young people need to have their own founding father in district number 9. I did that. Letting them to know that the importance of young person taking leadership. I told them that. I explained all of that to them. And 80% at the time bought this message and they started going with it. But like I told you, the coming of our Messiah, our Jesus Christ, got the people off balance and they were able to follow him. So for us, the electors who went to the pool, we've understood them, they have called us, they kept calling us, they kept telling us what they want us to do, and we continue to do what they want us to do.
You said to me?
So to conclude, our own, we did not do or didn't forget about anything that could get us defeated into the process. No, we did all of what we can do. But again, there was a middle year into the process. You know, the voters' mind in our country is being driven by cash. That was the cause of our defeat.
Thank you. DK, you can ask your last question on this round, and we go to Siawete and the rest of the panelists on the second round.
Thank you, Mr. Dekba. Are you the Dekba from the Zea region? Are you related to the former DEO?
This is the Gongben Odysseus Dekba from Zea number 2. The son of the former DEO.
Oh, okay. Zea number 2. That's great. Zea number 2 is where my children are the bear from. So
okay.
There's the debate that the Dekbas are from Zea, but they are strong interpreters. Your father, all his years, he lived interpreter. There's a huge debate also that while your father was serving as DEO, this is not on you now.
Go ahead.
They didn't do well. Instead of putting teachers on payroll, on government payroll, they sent people name and collected the money to empower themselves. He became very rich. He sent his children to good schools. And so because of that, they are now voting. You guys too, I remember there was a representative that also came from Zea in the Taylor regime. And quote unquote, somebody might say, Dawa also have a root in Zea. Is that the only region in our place that you think government officials and lawmakers could come from? Are you also taking into considerations that district number 9, the large portion of district number 9 is predominantly occupied by the Mano tribe? How well and how connected are you deep in the Yahweh Mason Belt and the Bri and Doru? Because the region you're from It's a smaller portion of district number 9. How well connected are you to be and Doru to the larger portion of the district that is predominantly occupied by the minor tribe? I'm not calling tribe, I'm just telling you so that you will know where your
Yeah,
strength lies, where your weaknesses
I
is. From Zikepa to
understand.
Quendin to Sampa to Bowie. How well connected are you in those regions to mainline and everything that you
Okay.
think you can win the people from there? Or you waiting for the district to be divided so you can just do your campaign in the Zaya region and you think you'll be successful? And will you contest when Councilor Kua is contesting, saying he's the current godfather of that region?
Okay. So thank you ever so much. There are a lot of questions, but I want to start, from the very first one. There is a rumor, or you guys are from there, but deeply rooted in Tapeta. Yes, we are from there. We have a properties in there. We've known in there. We did everything that we could do in there. We school in there. And even up to now, we still have our farm and we still go to meet our grandparents in there. When it comes to Tapeta, Tapeta is the seat of the entire Lower Nema County. So everyone around there will want to have access to Tapeta. Based on that, our father moved to Tapeta and bought a property. That does not in any way drop us from coming from there. We recognize where we came from and we have property there and we always go there to our people. Yes, we have property in Tapeta. The issue of our father did not do well. He was a teacher. He placed people's name on the payroll. He took the money and used it for himself. DK, if somebody told you that that person is not giving you the factual story of the late Mohanda Siawe Deba, that person do not know the name Siawe. I would not want to call name, that would be so unprofessional. But I said right under your platform, if that would not maybe unprofessional, I would name you more than 100. That my father placed them on payroll, that if he was not from Tapeta district, he wouldn't have gone to the payroll. If you could follow the statistics of teachers in B at the time when Mohanda Siawe Deba was taking over as DEO in Tapeta district in 1987, September 10, you had 2 government paid teachers in B and Doru. When Deba came as a DEO, and you had 2 schools in B and Doru. Deba took from 2 to 37 government paid teachers in B and Doru. Deba took the school from 2 to 14 schools in B and Doru. All of the schools in B and Doru today, besides the Glantown there and the K1, every schools in B and Doru today went to B and Doru because of my late father. There is nowhere in Tapeta's statutory district, I'm not talking about Tapeta's education school district number 1, no. I am talking about from Blood Diala, from Fanle, coming to Zodru, passing Toitan, hitting Bewale. Everywhere there at the time my father was controlling that. You have up to 600 teachers that Deba placed them on payroll and they started taking their pay up to some of them death. The records are there for that. They used to refer to him as the powerful DEO ever in the history of the Ministry of Education. So that person will be saying that because the son of the late Mohanda Siawe Dekpa is going to election and they want to damage the high-earned character of the late Siawe. Peace be unto your ashes, Dali. And I know you are happy tonight. The next issue is what is my strength when I come from the smaller portion of the district number 9. It will interest you to know that Gongben Bisas Biborota, the reason for which I would say I have been the only Gio Kennedy, let me be specific, to a team if the higher votes in Yahweh Mesnon would be because of the trucking Biborota did from Lufa and from Morovia here to Yahweh Mesnon to Menla to Ganwi and to the other place to even how you call it, Kwendin. But if you do the perfect mathematics, the name Gongben Odisha is the only Gio Kennedy that have obtained the highest vote in Yahweh Mesnon. The name Gongben Odisha Dekpa did not truck one person, did not even put one person from anywhere to Yahweh Mesnon to go vote. I can sit there and name you 5 different towns that I did not reach. But the least vote I got from there was 11 for each of those towns that did not reach in Yahweh Mesnon. That shows you my working relationship, my relationship with people, my interaction with people, and the way I've been living in district number 9 with my people. Me and Doru, like I said, they have children from me and Doru that went to the election. Yes. Maya was into the election. I went to the election. Taking first in B with 700 plus votes. I can second in B with B children being in the election. Total. So you imagine that, and to let you to know that the portion of this though being the least portion of this number 9, no. Though is sitting over 13,000 plus votes. Where though is 12,000 plus, where Yahweh Mesnon is 13,000 plus. The entire Yahweh Mesnon. So could you imagine the 2 candidates from Though came first and third into the election? The 2 candidates, first and third. So DK, if Tar have not come to this election with what I just told you and our parents perceived Tar to be the way he presented himself into the election, Gongben would have been the representative of our district. Because my relationship with the people, my interaction, the way I live with the people, the messages I took to the people. I can tell you in Sampa, I did not campaign in Sampa. I didn't stop there. I got 9 votes. Kepa, I came second to Honorable Goiko in Kepa with 29 votes. That's Zena we're discussing. So I was like third, second, third. So I can show you and let you to know that the way I live with the people, the messages I took to the people, they did not think about my age, more especially the Yahweh Mesnon people. They never thought of my age. They saw me as somebody who has the leadership ability and will be able to lead the people. Now, the last question is, if my godfather, Councillor Kura, is into the election, whether I will contest. Councillor Kura got right to go to election, and Gongben Odisha's Dekpa got my right to go to election. He's a father. If he's going to the election, he deemed it necessary to reach out to me and tell me, look, son, I'm going to the election. Beautiful. But I can show you on this platform that those are gossips. Councillor Kura is no longer going to election. We as children will sit here and Councillor Kura will see us representing our district before he can go to our people. We pray for him to have a very long life, to be successful, to continue to succeed as he's succeeding, so that he can make some of us, Councillor Kura, will remain living and see me entering the House of Parliament before he can go to our parents. Trust me, and that will happen.
Thank you so much. Sewate, let's hear you. After that, we go to Mana Lorena.
Thank you, Odi. I mean, your deliberation is splendid. The question I wanted to ask, I think DK already asked.
One second, please. 1 second. My last question, one of the questions was not addressed. I'm very sorry, Siawete. I said,
What is that?
Zea come from, have produced a lot of representatives in our region. And he is contesting. It's only that region that don't want to have relationship in there. I think Margaret, another representative was in Chancellor Town was from there.
So for your information, they have never produced a representative. No. If you follow the record of Tapeta, the first representative came from Zwata and P.P. right there up the hill, right after Ziongen on the right hand. So you have the second representative to be S.G. Siekman from right there in Vantan. If you're discussing Ellen King Town, let's say Charles Taylor Town, you have the representative who have come from we call Ellen King. If you're discussing 2005, the lawmaker at the time was Honorable Edwin Gay right there from Zule. I'm discussing the Tapeta Statutory District at the time. So the last lawmaker for Tapeta Statutory District was Honorable Edwin Gay from Zule. So you have S.G. Siekman, you have Dingo Pay from Zwata and Ziongen, you have Honorable Edwin Power Gay. So you see that S.G. Siekman is from Vanta, from B, and mother coming from Gray. So that right there, the last lawmaker was Edwin Gay from Zule. So when we have district number 9 taking door from Tapeta to Yawin Mesno, the first lawmaker was Honorable Aaron Matondeke Tinkman. The second lawmaker was Honorable Gweglo, may his soul rest in peace. And the third lawmaker is today coming from Gray to be Honorable Tawombe. So they have never produced a lawmaker. No. They are number 1 doing the proportional representation. It was a time Margaret Kerman having to be the second female senator of Nimba County, Victor at the time from Taylor region. So they have never produced a representative. No.
Sewate, let's hear you.
Follow the record. Follow the record.
Sewate, are you there?
Thank you. Like I said, the question I wanted to ask regarding what led to your defeat, I think DK already asked that question. So the other one I want to ask was the issue with, I think I don't know whether you are still a member of the MDR.
Yes. Okay. I'm a founding member of the MDR. I served as the first social chairperson of the founding MDR, the Friends of PYJ that led to the MDR. For now, I'm not an executive member of the MDR. So, but I'm still a member of the MDR.
Yeah, so, So the election in 2023, I think you gave some of the factors that led to losing the election. But another thing I want to know is that you got Honorable Tingba who contested on the Unity Party ticket, I think they were also MDR and Unity Party supported the same presidential candidate. While it is true you gave analysis of how you lost the election due to Honorable choking, don't you think that was one of the situations surrounding your defeat, to having two representative candidates from both sides that are supporting the presidency? That's one. Two, we have Honorable Tingman currently very close to the vice president, and he's now the funny, I don't know, funny chair or funny father of the Nima Solidarity movement. And obviously, Honorable Tingman will be in the election. In fact, obviously, he will support the UP candidacy in 2029. Who be the candidate for the Unity Party? He is the member of the Unity Party, and you are star of the MDR. If Honorable Tingman goes to the election and you go to the election, do you think that both of you will have that space as compared to previous election that also led to your defeat? Because that could be one of the factors.
Well, I would love to send the election back to being travel, but I can tell you that strategies will prevail. We will all, by the grace of God, we will all go there. The best strategies will take the day.
So, are you a member of the Nima Solidarity movement?
Yes, of course, I am a member.
What's the sole intent of the formulation?
The founder have made us to understand that NIMA needs to be together. We should say no to NIMA decision. That's a NIMA division, and come together under one umbrella as one people. So for some of us who have always loved for NIMA to be together, we always love buying the ideas. But this question carried my mind back, Siawe. There are few reasons for which men can rebel. And if it is not taken seriously, that's the time you see they say rebel is on the way to this country or to this place. I come from Lower Nima, and I feel Lower Nima should be treated equally and fairly. But the appropriate time will come, and if BKS TV will have the opportunity to invite me, I will come to say what I'm saying more. But I want to stop there.
So my last question to you, I know the guests they are going to another panelist, but I want to know, after the election, like we usually say, politics is not, the benefit is not in heaven. Also, I don't know, after the election, you play a very key role, coming up with over 3,000 plus votes and giving one of the huge vote to the Unity Party, while being the government current concentration in Tabeta or district now where you come from. Two, are there been any benefit from the election in terms of job that will empower you to go to the next election? What's the form of empowerment to your people and you as a star of the MDR and someone who supported the Unity Party?
To answer your question, because you asked me two questions. To answer the last one, I will tell you no. To be frank, apparently people are forgetting. And I feel that there should be knocking. There should be, if the 1 pound hammer is not working, the 2 pound is not working at timber now, people should be using 10 or 11 to be able to work. You said it all. See how I went to this election? I did not play. People saw me as a child. People referred to me as a child. People referred to my size. People used my size as a deterrent to electing me. But I exhibited maturity, high level of maturity in this going election. And because I exhibited that maturity, people regarded me for that. My entire district down to the elders regarded me for the level of maturity exhibited in this going election. People that are outside the power might not be making those recommendations or might not be informing the bosses of what is unfolding. And thank you for this question. I want to use this time to let them to know that there is a need that you be reminded by now to see reason, because we did not just come to play with this election. We came to the election, we were very serious, and other people that are benefiting, that you're discussing, other people that are benefiting today are people that when you even try them in their own town, they will not even get 10% of what is the number that they have there. And square political dividend is never in heaven. It's right here. I agree with you. But again, we remain loyal to Nima. We remain loyal to our people. I can tell you for sure, Nima is not willing right now to settle down for Cross. I think we are very close to what we want, and we're not going to settle down for Cross. But again, we'll let them to know that we are serious-minded people that went to the election. We still have our people that are waiting on us. We only doing this because we went to pass election with our own funding. We raised our own cash, we raised our own support, and we went to the election with our own cash. And again, it all goes like this. We still go back to this election with our own cash, but we want to get every money. To answer your question, nothing for now.
You. The reason I asked you was that for me personally, I know you and we have followed the politics and what is trending. And the reason I also asked you regarding the Nima Solidarity, for which you are a member of, and you clearly outline reason why, according to the funder, said it was funded. So, I don't know whether it will be your question, but I also need your comment on that, because in election you need money. The resource mobilization is very important. Today, you and other folks who went to election, they currently have job. Some of them are very close to the power that be. You guys who fought for the election today, you are at the back and you don't have job to help your people. Do you see it as a strategy to keep you at the back until 2029?
That could be a clever gameplay. That could be, but I can assure you, if that game has been played, it would just be a waste of time. But I strongly believe that there is no one to play that game. Because even before the election, before the runoff, I was just lying down where I can where in my picking room there. When Josiah Yuma Baga, who is the president of the Republic of Liberia, placed a call to me on a string number, a private number, asking me whether if I was one of the contenders that lost election in Nima, and I said yes. And he needed to see me the next day by 5 o'clock to his house. So we came. They did not call Charles. What I'm telling you now, you call Charlie and ask Charlie. I placed a call to Charles. I told him, I said, my man, our president waiting, just call me. We got to go to Monrovia. He said, my man, I get gas. I can't use my car to go. We came to Monrovia. We went to the Omen house. We had a meeting, successful meeting. And from there, we were all sent to our various district to go and campaign. Who was there at the time? Colina Krua was there. Later, I was called and told that there will be some fundings to be given also that we can be able to go to the election to help. And, you know, send for people, other people that they took and they were not able to come back for to be able to send for them. But at the end of the day, we did not receive that money. And we fought. And we were able to bring the government to this level. So I swear I want to believe that the same person who gave the number to the president to call me, the same person is still around the president. So if any other person is playing around and the president know the strength, the vice president also know the strength of this person, I don't think that that person will be able to succeed because the vice president know my strength in district number 9 more than the president. So see a way to conclude, I want to strongly believe that the time for me to enter national government had not come. The movement that time come for me to enter national government, the vice president will call me and tell me, say, Lomameka, and go to so and so place. He has not forgetting. He has not seriously forgetting. Apparently, it could be difficult to get me somewhere, you know. So to find place for me, it could be difficult along the way because of my status, the way I went to election, and the rest of it. So I strongly believe that a time comes for him to call me to place me somewhere, I will go to that place. The delay is never a denial. The government say, so the delay today, maybe 1 year or 2-3 months from now, I will get a place that will even cover what people refer to as a delay to me today. So I want to believe that things are okay. The vice president knows my strength very well. Nobody have to tell him my strength. He knows the kind of person I am. I'm a kitchen cabinet to him. And when the time comes for me to get to where he wants me to get, he will call me to go there.
Thank you. Mama Lorena, let's hear you, ma'am. You can ask your 2 questions.
Okay, so again, I don't have a question, but I have an appeal to make. Before then, I want to say again, thanks to Mr. Deba for your approach, the way you look at things. And so it really tells that it is not about who is the lawmaker, but it is about what your people benefit. And I want to thank you for that. People, we have seen people saying, we want for United Party government to face, we can come to power. But unlike you are calling on your lawmaker, your big brother, that he should be able to do those things that he promised the people, and so that the community can be able to benefit. Other people will say we want them to face, so we can come back to power. Because if you think the citizens should suffer, if you think the community member, the people from Zia, the people from B and Doro, should suffer for you to come as a only tool for you to come back to power, to come to power, I think you are now a good leader. So I want to thank you again for your approach. And my appeal to you is on behalf of the people of B, Doro. So like I said in my first statement, we have a plan in B. And so in December, I spent the Christmas actually in Cameroon. And
okay.
So because there are 2 elementary schools in Cameroon. One is a government school and one is a faith-based school that was just opened last year. So in those, I have an NGO, so we give sanitary part to schools and I selected those 2 schools. So because the power was sent in November, so I will also do assessment to get feedback on the usage, the importance, whether they appreciate it or things like that. And then I realized that in the whole of B, there have never been any skill training in B.
Okay.
They have, Ministry of Gender, World Bank, they do training, different community. B Cameroon had never experienced such a training. And so we decide I want to do a skill training. Want to do the soap, the liquid soap, Clorox, and medicated soap. So we have somebody in our project who is able to do that training. And so we discussed with the people, and I mean, people from the next time all people to come there. So we said, no, that way it can move for, and then when we're successful, then we can move to the next time instead of you walking and coming to us. But we have problem with funding, so we are asking all the people in Tapeta, in Nima, in Liberia as a whole. I do a lot of letters over the weekend while in Nima, and to distribute to people. We'll be sending it out. So you're making a few, and the total cost of the training for the 3 months, the material, the everything they need is $5,600, including the t-shirt, the rain boots, and everything that they need for the training. So you have to ask appealing the people to it. Unfortunately for me, I cannot reach out to the lawmaker because he.
I know, right? I'll reach out to him. I'll reach out to him on your behalf.
When you go to the station and I ask the resident EPA if it is the same resident he pay over there, it may very block me. So I can reach out to him, but right reaching out to him and say, oh no, this is what I'm going to do in your district. But I can reach out to him. So but I'm reaching out to other people to see how they can help us, and we actually want to start our program on February 15th. Yeah, because I have some limited schedule, so we want to do that February 15th. And while the training is going on, we can be able to do other things about it. So this is just our appeal to you. Whatever way you are able to help, if not directly, maybe I take our message to somebody. We appreciate contribution or such to be able to, carry on this prayer for the people of we can one township. That's my appeal. That's all I want.
Okay, so you once you're in Liberia, you let Siawete to send your number to me. I'm gonna call you and I'll send the team DEPA chairperson number to you, and whatever contribution he will be doing it.
All right, thank you so much. I'm in Liberia. I say not in Liberia, but I'm in Liberia.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave my number. I'm gonna leave my number with you, and then you're gonna call me so I can send the chairman number to you.
Sure. Okay, that would be.
My brother is not working. He's not working.
Yeah, sure. I'm not working, but we'll stay there. We can take the contributions small.
Go the man pocket. The man not working. Y'all get a man job.
Thank you. I will ask one question on this round, then we go to CDC Aman Brooks to take us on.
Yeah,
then we can take we can leave our guests. Mr. DEPA, thank you for being here tonight. It's been a really, really good, great conversation with you. I want to take you to MDR, the political party that you cherish a lot. It has been almost 3 to nearly 4 years now since you guys went out of your political leader, the standard bearer of your party. And there have been some bit of hoe and pull. It is to my knowledge that MDR currently is divided on 2 sides. That's the information we're gathering. What in case before 2029 or 2029 comes and MDR does not have a political leader like a standard bearer? What will be your decision? Will you stay with the MDR, or you will make a personal decision to join other political party that you think want to move forward?
Okay, so to take you a little bit back, political party in Liberia is built with sentiment all around sentiment. For example, if you check the Liberty Party is a square Grand Bassa based party. If you take the Unity Party, it's a square Lofa based political party. I would not like to clarify. If you check the ACO is a square Mandingo political based party. If you come to MDR, MDR is a Nimba political-based party. So in the 80s, Bien Kesseli and the late Bien Kesseli and Ferdo, they had their own political party. Today, the only thing you see on the Liberia Action Party just around here is the rooster within the Unity Party. But nowhere you hear the name Liberia Action Party in this country. It is based on the way the Nimbarian, the Nimba political party, perpetually that political party is being dead or is dead, but then people saying it's within Unity Party. I have a different step to that. Now, Nimba political based party is the MDR. We wouldn't sit here and allow the legacy of Senator Johnson to go in the well. No, that wouldn't happen. Because we never wanted for that to happen, some of our left from here, we went to district number 9, that's a district number 5 to campaign for on Bokoto Kwagu. I was there from the start to the end. Yes, I have my brother Boro Badia from Zwele into the election. But because of political policy or political party policy, I campaigned against my own brother. We wouldn't allow that party to get divided, and for now the party is not divided. Nobody should say that. MDR still remain MDR, and we are fighting to bring more Nimbayans that are not having the interest in MDR back to MDR. We're fighting for people to see MDR as a Nimba political based party that all Nimbayans can rally around. So it's going to be difficult for me to leave MDR when MDR is not putting all a standard bearer. It is not all standard bearer of the political party can go to election. And to carry you a little bit, like you see all around here, Africa is resolving getting into 2 political parties, though they have sub-political parties all around. But you're having 2 bigger political parties in and around Africa for now. In Liberia, for now, you have Unity Party in the CDC. And it's going to be difficult for another political party to just surface. All of them will be a sub-political party supporting, going around the table to be able to negotiate when Unity Party or CDC win tomorrow so that they can be able to get something around. We and Nimbayans need to work around the MDR to make MDR vibrant, to make MDR our own, to hold. If you never loved Senator Johnson, yes, because of policy difference or because of individual difference, the party funded by him is a Nimba political based party that all of us need to rally around. Yes, I believe squarely that everybody will not go that route. But at least 80% of Nimbayans can rally around MDR, and MDR would live forever because we have the population. So to answer the question, we're fighting. That legacy will not go away. And if we don't have a Senate bearer, we will still remain the MDR.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Ama, you can ask 2 questions. Then we will go to DK to take us home. We let go of the guests and stay for the post-analysis.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador. And thank you, DK, for the data package load. The loaded data package. That's all the thing that Lorena they need to be doing, but whole day she forcing with us here. All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your courage as a young man to take that bold step to go into an election. It's not a small decision, and it is very much cash intensive, and it have to do with time, energy, you can get exhausted physically and spiritually. And when you in other countries, when you live on such a things, you need to go for mental counseling. You need how you call it, therapy to counsel you to get you on path. Because what you are going through right now, I strongly believe of the conviction that you need therapy. Because to run campaign on foot, we are serious foot soldier of the MDR, and it is 2 going to 3 years in your own government. You do not have a job, where people who sit in Moravia and they only post it on Facebook, they are in BP positions. Some of them are NPA, NASCAR, making more than $2,000-3,000. And you people was the people that delivered the Nimba County vote. That today, the United Party can boast of them taking state power from the CDC with less than 20,000 votes. So it's quite sad. I think I can recommend a therapy for you that for you to go through that process. But unfortunately, you are saying publicly that you are a KG cabinet member of that of the VP. So it's somehow laughable. So your case won't look like, I don't know how really it appears like being a KG cabinet member of the
what's your question
president.
now? Are you asking
I'm
a question?
I'm just laying a premise before asking a question, Ambassador. I'm just laying a premise. Okay, before being a kitchen cabinet member of the vice president, who anyone that he sent anywhere or appointed, send their name anywhere, they get immediate appointment for you to be a strong foot soldier. And after 2 years, going to 3 years, you don't have job. For me, I know you because we from the CDC will track most of the very strong people in various districts, in the 9th district in Nimba County, and your name always pop out. Anytime when we are doing our Romans tracking and our election survey, your name always coming up as one of the strongest person in district now. We'll love the CDC, will love to work with you in the future. Keep your doors open because we understand some people here, we are work with them in election. We have been very close. We are work with them in 2011, 2017, and 2020. We know them very well. They keep you hungry until last minute to time, 1 or 2 years to election. It's the time that they will bring you over to feed you with all of the food. You know, when you've been hungry for long and someone call you last minute to time and start giving you food, cars, everything, your eye, you can get blind. You can, the sight of objectivity for you to analyze, you'll just go get into election. And having said that, let me ask you this question. The way the MDR is going, the way the MDR is looking now in the labyrinth body politics, are you satisfied with the legacy, the MDR that the Senator Prince Johnson left with you guys? It is the MDR that you are seeing today. Is this the vision? Are you people, you guys keeping the visions of the Prince Johnson legacy in the MDR?
Okay, so like we're discussing politics, you will always have, even in your own house, among your children, you wouldn't love all. You will always have 1 or 2 that you will love. And if you have 10 and you pick up 1 to love, the 9 will gossip you. MDR is a unique political party funded by the late Senator Johnson with a very brighter future and vision for the people of this country. And we as people stay maintain the legacy of the late senator, and we stay manage the party up to the standard the women wanted it to be. You will have few, like I said, in your own house, you have problem. But again, your ability as a leader to withhold and softening that problem makes you a leader. So there are leaders within the MDR that are working seriously. Like I said to you, we even wanting to bring more of our Nimba people, more of the people of Liberia. We're working in the 15th sub-political division of our country, seeing how we can mobilize men and women to join us so that we can be able to expand the NDRA across Liberia. So we foresee the vision growing more than even the one the senator thought about.
Okay, this is my second question before let me ask my last question.
Go ahead.
This is my last question. Because looking at grassroots political base, it have to do with empowerment and maintaining and strengthening the base. But for every time we listen to MDR and Unity Party district coordinator, aspiring party face aspiring district coordinator, zonal head, and youth leader, they always complain about neglect. Like you are even complaining about being one of the strong men in district electoral district now, who deliver the district because the current representative said that he was not choosing side. So the district depended on you to deliver the district, and you did that for the MDR. You are jobless and you are seeking job. District coordinator across 9 districts of the MDR, they are very much jobless. Many of them are complaining. Youth leaders are complaining. What say you? Isn't that concerning to the MDR as a political institution? Is the MDR neglected? Are you people neglected by this administration?
Like I just said to you again, I will have to go back. Like as a man, you have 10 children, you wouldn't love all. It's quite true that political dividend is right here on the face of our is in heaven. But again,
so it's the MDR neglected.
1 minute, I'm coming before I answer your question. 1 minute, I'm coming. When I go around your question, the question will answer itself when I go around it. Scientifically, it is proven that 2 things cannot. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm getting you.
Are you there? I said scientifically, it is proven that 2 things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. MDR is not neglected.
Thank you.
There are people for MDR that got position in this government. The Secretary General of the MDR got a position, assistant minister. The chairman of the MDR is a minister proper.
But the people from your district, you the district standard bearer of your district, your district coordinator, your zonal heads, they do not have a job. Is district now MDR neglected?
District not MDR, get minister, my man.
No,
he
is not. The minister is not part of the leadership. The minister is not part of the district leadership. I'm talking about the district-based leadership.
Let me bring you to light. Let me give you information. My district coordinator of the MDR is Conan Diewe, who is the current commissioner for Blino Administrative District. Did you hear me clear? Hello, yes, you hear me, right?
Yeah. So we got a few people calling. They want to ask you a question, Mr. Dekpa. If you are okay with that, we'll take few calls. Then you can respond.
I'm okay.
Okay, great.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
What's the name and where do you join us from?
Thank you, Jim. This
is Marcy.
Calling from Minnesota.
Okay, let's hear you.
Michelle Ongwen Depa, how you doing, sir?
Fine, thank you. I'm doing very well, my dear brother.
Thank you for the struggle. You know, Odisha is my little brother, but we all been there. And he one person who used to organize many days and certain time myself co-chair honor him. You know, Odisha, we know that you are a leader. You are exhibiting some leadership when we were there, and we appreciate you a lot. However, you started the struggle, and the struggle still continues. One of the questions I have on mind, one is, All what I hear from you tonight is encouraging all Nimbayans to join MDR and support NDR. Are you asking all Nimbayans like some of us who are Unity Party members, to leave our current Unity Party and join you in MDR, support NDR, or you are asking all Nimbayans to join and support the vice president? Secondly, what is your current position in MDR?
Thank you.
Okay, so like you said, I did not mention anybody leaving their institution to come to MDR. If you like, glory be to God. I said on examples and naming 3 political institutions that belongs to a specific locale. Like I said, Liberty Party is Basel-based political party. There is nothing you can erase from there. And 80% of the Baselian you find there in Liberty Party. Unity Party is Lofa County-based political institution. And you have 80% of the Lofian within that political party. And tonight I'm sitting here asking Nimba County to see NDR at their own because it was funded by their son, one of their sons, and a hero that we refer to. So I'm sitting on this platform encouraging all Nimbayans that see it necessary to join MDR so that we can make MDR more vibrant than what it is today. Nimbayans are so supportive of this government and so supportive of the vice president. We are, and we will continue to be. We are asking everybody in Nimba County, talking to them. If it requires us to kneel down to them, we'll do that. Like my opening statement, I said, Nimba is not willing to settle down for a cross. No, we are not. We already got a cross in our hand. Then somebody will kind of say, you already allow me to go bring your cross again so we can be eating it. No. We're not going to do that. So all of us, we are in support of the vice president.
Thank you so much. DK, take us home now with our guest.
I think mine would just be a comment. The guest can see. Lorena, you want to say something? Oh, I saw your hand. I thought you wanted to say something. Okay, thank you. So mine will be a comment. The guest can respond if necessary. NDR is a party that the founder is for Nimba. Nobody should limit our country to one political party. That's wrong. Any party that will feel like, oh, okay, we are in Nimba. Senator Johnson tried that on 2 different occasions in 2 presidential elections. He only won Nimba, meaning we are not thinking, we are not innovative, we are not reaching out across the geopolitical subdivision of the country to convince people to join us. We'll be limiting ourselves and encourage the people in the NDR to use different strategies, at least to encourage other people from different countries to join. Your standard bearer, the late Senator Johnson, has wounds on other people. So it's only in Nimba he sells that to people. In the very Nimba that other offer, Senator Johnson has wounds on people in the very Nimba. In the year he came from, he made children fatherless and motherless in the very year. So Senator Johnson means cannot be sellable across Nimba. He won Nimba in two different occasions, good. But it will limit our political candidate or whoever that India want to project to the Liberian people to Nima. You will just stop to Sokopa and you will make your way back to Butu, to Glodiana, to Zikepa, Loguatu, Kwetu, Zuatu, and the rest of the tour. You will not go nowhere. So when you are forming political party that is a government in waiting, you need to open up, encourage other people from different countries to join you, people from different tribal background to join you. The NDR is only NDR because our current Vice President Bikola Kun is there as quote unquote the leader of our party. Is Kun is not there without Prince Johnson. Our party is fragmented already. There will be no NDR. The NDR is only there because people who are currently in the party leadership are in government. So Liberty Party, yeah, is a bastard, but well, how far Liberty Party are gone because they limit themselves in bastard. So anybody who is clever, I think, okay, winning political party to be the this, to be the that. The Unity Party that you limited to Nima, one of the Unity Party's strongest base is that you limited to Lofa is Nima. Unity Party had over the years, even with Senator Johnson, Unity Party is always coming second in Nima. One of the mistakes people continue to make in the 2005 elections, CDC won Nima, the first round, followed by the late Joseph Cotto, who came second. Anybody can check the record now. In 2005, CDC won Nima in the first one. In the second one, when Joseph
Absolutely.
Cotto joined again. Yes. So we will be misinterpreting history. So we need to be careful. I'm just encouraging you, the NDR people. I'm a Unity Party man. That's why in Unity Party, when we have our disagreement, we say it without fear and favor. But the way you can build your own party around individual, you see, my Ellen, she thought she was a demon god for our party. She left Unity Party, stayed there. All of you in our NDR and CDC, you can just team with one person. That Jovia, when Jovia no more, there'll be no CDC. That's how you're doing the NDR up in. And lastly, the vice president is a member of the Unity Party. He joined the Unity Party before they could announce him a running mate. You need to distract him from our NDR drama before he falls in trouble with our party. So that all I can say, there are other vibrant political parties in Nima. The CMC is a Nima-based political party. You can't rule them out. Councilor Tiamon Gongo is from Nima. Jeremiah Wapo is from Nima. Dr. John Gonfu is from Nima. There are other Nima political parties.
The man talking about institution with record now, with proven record. Consistently.
Allow DK to go ahead.
Hold on. See, I will tell you, then you're making mistake now. When you say institution, NDRO, I think it's 5 or 7 years old. There were NUDP. So why are you talking about So why would NUDP record is different than NDRO record? There was a party before called NUDP. So you can't put everything together, though they had the same political leader, but there were NUDP before NDR.
Thank you. Thank you so much, DK.
So great. Thank you, yeah.
All right, Dekba,
you're not saying nothing with Don.
Yeah. You need me to you want me to make it a little comment?
Yes, you would do
before
that.
I can go.
Yes, you would do that. Thank you
Okay,
very much.
Yeah, one thing, DK, I want to let you to know is MDR is not claiming the Honorable Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. No. Without the Vice President, NDR will still live. Without any other person you're thinking about, MDR will still live. Now to your 2005 record. And to let you to know that even before Unity Party could get seat in Nima, it was Senator Johnson. You cannot dispute that. There is no political party that succeeded in Nima County in the action of Senator Johnson. 2005, Jowia won because Senator Johnson supported them.
Oh, no. Hold on, Gio. Hold on. 1 second, Dekpa. 1 second. In 2005, Senator Johnson
won the first round.
Hold on, yeah, Senator, in the second round, Senator Johnson supported the CDC and they were defeated by the Unity Party.
Senator Johnson supported the CDC
in the second round, and they were defeated.
Listen, in 2005. In 2005, when Senator Johnson was denied the Unity Party ticket and gave it to somebody who was living in America, that got Senator Johnson so irritated. And he decided to go CDC route. The records are there. So the Unity Party.
Your argument is there have been no political party when Senator Johnson was living that he supported that lost election. I want you to correct that. In 2005, he supported CDC and CDC lost election.
No,
the Unity Party.
Listen. I'm telling you, even the first one you're discussing, Senator Johnson supported CDC. Without independent candidate, Senator Johnson supported CDC. The first one, 2005, it's clear, everybody saw it. So I want you to get that. And before Unity Party could gain ground in Nima just of recent, it was a sin Senator Johnson. It was a sin Senator Johnson. How many members you have in Nima that you could boast of? So I would not want us to carry the argument of the Senator Johnson. What I want to let you to know is, in my deliberation, I let the platform, I told you guys that the MDR is working in the 15 sub-political division to see how we can bring people on board so that all of us can start working together. I said that. There is no way you can get Unity Party out of Lofa. It's a Lofian-based political party. No matter how they get in a number from Nima, but where they come from, that's their home. Similar thing apply to MDR. MDR home is Nima. Whether they can cross Sokopa, whether they can cross Dempa, whether they remain in Zopa, in Tiapa. The home of the MDR is Nima, and the home of the Unity Party is Lofa. There's no way you can erase that. What we need to do, our task, my dear brother DK, is to create a new code of leaders. That's what we need to do. Leader that will sit and see Nima and see Liberia in them. They will walk as people from Liberia. They eat the food, our culture. Those are things we're supposed to be doing now. So I can assure you that in the action, the vice president will do it when he will leave the stage, and you will see other people coming to take care of the MDR. If I'm going home, for now, I want to say a very big thank to all of you for the invite. We hope again that we can come over to your platform for us to discuss more, and things will be better for all of us. We need to hold on, we need to hold together, we need to work together. And DK, last day, even you bathe Unity Party You bathed them. You gave them the best of water in the action your name, they will lose election. We must be clear. So all of us need to work around each other to be. From 2005, Nima have decided who become president in this country. From 2005 up to now, Nima have decided who become president. If Nima said they're going to Grand Crew, when they go to Grand Crew producing president. So I want to say thank you for the time. I hope to listening to you again if we can appear so that we can be able to do more.
Thank you. Thank you very much for being here tonight, Honorable Gongben.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Yeah.
I mean, they think about MDR Unity Party debate in Nima. It will get intense comes 2029 because with the way things are going, we don't know what's happening in the MDR political party currently. So I think you listen to the guest. He said a lot here tonight. For me personally, he spoke brilliantly. He answered all of our questions exactly. He expressed some dissatisfaction within this government, but he put it in a way that maybe there is space for mitigation or any other thing like that. But I believe that the way some of those folks that suffer for this administration, this government, the way they are being treated in Nimba is not really good. Like former representative of District 7, like the audacious Dekpa that came here tonight. Those are people that put their life on the line for the Unity Party, and they're not getting any space in the Unity Party. But again, that's politics. We are not here to discuss the political aspect of their campaign, but we are here to say the information when it comes to us. We'll go to Siawete if he's available to make his analysis, because I'm told that he's going somewhere. If he's not available, we'll go to Mana Lauren and Don't Care to make her analysis.
It was a good show. It was, if we're going to be rating the show on a basis of 1 to 10, it is the most savored show we have had, where you will see the opponents of a certain lawmaker according the due respect. I mean, he kept saying Honorable Mungwe, Big Brother. Many times we have appear and we call the person by their name or just anyhow and say, or sometimes they even say that man, because they feel that person is not, they didn't support that person or that person defeated them. So I want to say thanks to Mr. Dekpa for, being very intelligent, being very stable, and being very responsible, because that's what a responsible citizen does. A responsible citizen knows that your constitution, and what your constitution says, you abide by it. And to the point that he didn't even want to make blanket statement against the repetition of Representative Star. When the host asked him about issue of accountability or transparency, he said he cannot discuss that because he doesn't know of anything of such about the lawmaker, so he does not want to discuss that. Other people will say, oh yes, they will want to just say things that will make the lawmaker to look like a boo man, only because they were rival and then the lawmaker became victorious. And so you can tell from his voice and that he's honest about what he's saying, and his idea is that the citizen, the community should benefit. So other people will say, for me, who wanted to continue making mistakes, so we can use that to come back to power. But in the period of making mistakes, which is our election, it says every 6 years. So your people will serve for 6 years only because you want to come to power. So for him, he say no, he takes a phone, he call the honorable man, he say, this, he said this, you will do it, you won't do it, no, the people need this. So, I mean, that's how, because politics is not about being enemy. I don't think so. And so because from the way he going about it, the people themselves according to him, they put themselves according and say, oh, the white man will come here with rich river, with the BP card, and we thought that he was rich with face our road, with sorrow. So I just think we should always, if I made a post that morning and said, the sun and the moon will never shine together. So we human, we cannot succeed together. You know, time and chance is given to people differently at different time interval. So when somebody is going up, all you can do, if you don't want to clap for them, just sit and watch instead of trying to destroy them. You know, because your time will come too. And what you expect is that for you to commend you. If they can commend you, they should just sit down and look at you instead of trying to pull you down. So I actually want to commend Deborah for that. And on the issue of people who supported the rescue mission and are not working, it's a serious thing. I think few weeks ago the vice president said it on a we were having a public discussion. He said the issue of job creation is challenging, and like how honest they are about it, the government, the president, the vice president, and instead of people who will say, "Oh, everything is okay," and so it is kind of shocking that we are in the third year that Honorable Roger Doma is still the president of the Jobless Rescuer Association of Liberia. It is very, very shocking. It is very disappointing. Because if you look in the election, there was a 20,000 vote difference or little, about 20,000. The highest amount of that vote came from District 7. And then the man, he lost the election in October, but he still went back to campaign for the Unity Party. It is not because he supported the Unity Party, it's because he's qualified. He has an MBA. MBA is a master key. You can work in any sector. But they said, no, it shouldn't work. For what reason? One time I asked on Facebook, it said that you were not paying due. It said that, I don't really know. So people will say, oh, we're looking for play for him. What are you looking for him? Why they call looking for play for him? It's a shame if this government is not able to absorb its qualified people who will make a difference. There are people who only drive to work in beautiful car and just wait for 4 o'clock so they can leave. They're not doing anything, no reform in their sector. I can leave on many. Take them, let them go sit down and be on Facebook as Facebook politician. Let the real people come and work. Roger Doma has a track record of working and succeeding. He has served as administrator to the whole JFK, and he succeeded during any time. So why you have some Facebooker who will respond to one political post 100 times a day, have they say in offices, head of entity, deputy minister, deputy director, when you get somebody who will help to move and meet the agenda of the government, say they will not doing anything. It's a shame. I don't know whether it is for personal reason. I don't know whether they want to say he's overqualified or his MBA is not worth it. I really don't know what that definition is, but I think the government needs to step up and make some changes. There are people who are not working. Maybe they need to send them for study, or maybe when they sit home and see other people in that same position they were in and doing better, they will now learn and they will be ready for the next time. So I think it shouldn't just be like a CDC where people were just stuck in position. They were not doing anything, but they were still keeping them there. So people are just impressing, take beautiful pictures and put on Facebook and go to Google or go to AI and make a very beautiful writing and copy and paste it down. And then say people working. You people are not working. And many times I put it on my page. You don't hear government service is about impact, it's not about impressing people. You need to work to impact the lives of the citizens and not to impact. And it's a shame on this government that Roger Doma remains the president of the Jobless Rescuer Association of Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. DK, let's give you your 2 minutes. Give us your analysis and your parting comment.
So I know I will say something and maybe my visitor will come back. Hey, visitor Lorena is very influential in the government currently. Visitor Lorena is very close to Bibara Kun. Appointment in Nima had largely come from the vice president, and the vice president know that Roger is the president for those people. the vice president need to move on his behalf. If Roger does not get job, I will blame the vice president. Me, this is on me. I will blame the vice president. I just say me, if I was close to him and well, Lorena there close to him, hey, I will tell him, Roger is not getting job because of you. Lastly, Dr. King here and said, I think Dekpa became active he became active in politics. I think when NDR was given birth to. Dekpa I think he didn't know the history of the Unity Party in Nima. In 2005, Unity Party elected Representative Rebecca Kiddo, Francis Kawe, David Manning that later passed and he was replaced by Partisan Evil Squad. So people don't know history and they will come and the only CDC, the only political party CDC only won one seat at a time. It was the late Jackson Finder. That was CDC and Representative Warrior Duna at the time came from New Deal movement. He was the Secretary General of New Deal movement. I think Fangado and the rest of them even came from the late Fangado, all of them came from Unity Party. So when people come with less information and feel elections in Nima started when NDR was given birth. The NDR and NUDP were given birth around 2010. Meaning there were other political parties in Nima that were performing. So people need to put their facts together. And so Nima is not for NDR. Nobody will allow to be NDR for NDR. The Unity Party, in fact, in the 2020 elections, Unity Party, the CMC, let's say CPP became strong because of the Unity Party, because Unity Party have the base in Nima. So the CNC, when CDC and the NDRs were supporting the current vice president, it was a very tough election for him. The governing party was supporting him with the very NDR they're talking about. They struggled to win the elections in Nima at the time. You can't say you control a country and you have the governing party supporting you with your own base and you struggle to win elections.
Because the people that were supporting the Labrimbo were tied with CDC in 2020 by then. We're already tied. So seeing that kind of people behind you supporting, so we thought you would be doing the same thing to us. That were all our struggle for.
That one making election now, and all our father can go to together and make an election. Yeah, when you get all the losses on you, that it can make it election.
So the CDT, the VP were going to lose the senatorial election.
We will come to you to make.
I'm gonna beg you that today. I want no comment between you and my sister. That is key. Joe, I'm done.
Thank you. Mama, let's give you 2 minutes. Take us home, Chief.
Okay, thank you. You see, some of these files, some of these historical facts, people who don't understand the historicity of Nima politics, they think that the CDC is just a today party in the Unity Party in Nima. But elections and electoral facts have carried that the CDC, in modern liberal democracy, CDC won overwhelmingly. Beat the Unity Party face down. They were not even in to third place. It was the CDC. Second, that the Koto political party. Third was LAP. Vanishment fourth. Unity Party was at fourth place. So, and the CDC is a very unique political party. It has always been a Nima political-based institution. It is only the propaganda that they came with second round at this and that kind, they brought separation. So, having said that, today was a great show. And the guest, I think the guest is heartbroken, frustrated, but you're trying to swallow his pain and understand the terrain and manage his settlement. Before they can say, oh, the man who want to play for the man talking plenty. So for them to not find him play. But it's a sad reality, it's a fact that the MDR is a banner. The MDR now is Scarlington Exory. They are not even at a helping verb level. So, quote unquote, by the Unity Party chairman, they are a skeleton auxiliary within the entire rescue collaborations. And the NDR, as we speak, they do not have a political leader going to 2 years. And it's not even concerning to the political institution. The MDR do not even have a structure across the country. Nowhere that MDR has structure. And so when we are discussing political party, you need to refrain from discussing MDR. MDR is there, nonsense. And we are discussing real political party in Nimba, is that the CDC, Unity Party, and CMC. So that is a fact, and the Nimba people, they are getting tired because the trust and hope vested in the Unity Party with the leadership of President Joseph Yuma Boakai and VP Jeremiah Kun is turning to absolute disappointment for the Nimba people. This is why they continue complaining from MDR, from UP in Nimba. It is very much hard because where in the country, you can have the fake propaganda and say what you want to say. You can have the fake propaganda to think that you can say it on Facebook and say everything is cool in Nimba. But the reality is clear that Nimba is not okay. And it's the open fact. We can sit here and say, hey, but Nimba people are seeing the reality. Yesterday, it appeared to Nimba people now today that it is more better than now. So the fact is there. We will continue to make the case for our people, and our people will decide, and our people will make the rightful decisions. This is what democracy is about, because no day that will return to bushes, no more. We'll talk, and after talking, we'll shake each other's hand. Our lay in position brothers then who they call other people then that they get them on side, and even some of them, they are even in America there, but they still get a full fighting going to them, but they look at our struggle, real revolution that conflict brother, then they just get them. They can't even think about their number.
Thank you so much, Nama. Thank you very much, Nama, and thank you to the rest of the panelists for being here tonight. It's been a wonderful show. I will be here tomorrow with the next guest. The guest will be announced, but on Sunday we'll be hosting the political leader of the CMC, Musa Hassan Bility, will be joining us here on Sunday as we discuss in depth the Asila Mentala barrier MDA extension. He has already made his initial position clear that he will not be voting for the ratification of that MDA, but he will be joining us here on Sunday as he expands on that discussion. It has been a wonderful, wonderful time with all of you. Have a pleasant good night.